तुमसे शक्तियां मिल रही अपार, तुमसे जुड़ गई है मन की तार, तुमसे।
Shanti, Didi. Welcome, Asia Pacific and Australia family. There is special spiritual sustenance with Didi on the topic, dealing with old nature, old habits, and old Sanskaras. So over to you, Didi, to share with us your jewels of wisdom and experience.
Om Shanti. Mama comes to change us from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan, impure to pure. Before Gyan, we had many habits of bhakti and Shudra life, which we have to change with Gyan and Yoga. The first and foremost, I will tell that we had habit of going late to sleep and waking up late, just in time to rush to the job. So now we have to change it, waking up at Amrit Vela. The second habit that we had was eating every now and again. We go to fridge and something or other we put in our mouth, or if there is a nice dish, we eat a lot. If we don't like it, we say, oh, I'm not hungry. And whenever there was some sorrowful incidents or surprise, we used to say, oh God. Or Hindis, they say, hey Ram, hey Mom, etc. So we should not be suffering, nor we should be calling Baba. In Christianity especially, what they used to do is having punishment or penance, walking on knee, climbing the mountain on knee, or hitting oneself, feeling guilty that because of my sin that Christ had to suffer. Also in bhakti, we used to stumble a lot, visiting different gatherings, pilgrimages, gurus, etc. Now we don't need to go anymore. We know what bhakti is, what is Gyan, what Baba tells, what sadhus, sannyasis tell. Before Gyan, we used to complain about everything, especially weather. In London, now, if you meet anyone, first thing they'll say, oh, it's not a good weather, or oh, it's a sunny weather. So talk first about weather. And people. Now Baba says, if you complain, it means you are not complete. Once you become complete, you don't have any more complaint. Before Gyan, we were not so royal. So we used to make noise whilst walking, talking, whilst eating, drinking hot tea. So now we have to be royal and not make noise. Speaking loudly, speaking loud, rough, and Baba says, don't allow stones to emerge from your mouth. From your mouth, there should be Gyan jewels emerging. We used to listen to everybody's ideas. Parmat. We used to keep on looking at others, Parchintan and Pardarshan. Look at everybody, what they are doing, what they are wearing, what they are not supposed to do, etc. So now we have to listen to just Srimat and be introspective, look at myself and not others. Before Gyan, we were worried about the opinion of others. What people will think about me. Especially because we are totally different from others. We wear white clothes, go to satsang every day, Murli class, and people will say, oh, why you are wearing white? Are you a widow or so? So we were worried about their opinion. We used to waste a lot of time, thoughts, energy, and money. As soon as we were free, we will sit on computer, social media, telephone, WhatsApp, etc. Some of us had household sanskars, spending lots of time in cooking, cleaning, and household work. To that extent that they are so busy not attending Amrit Vela or Murli. We were dependent on human beings, friends, relatives, or our material possession, car, motorbike, etc. Some of the Brahmins had sanskar of stealing shoplifting, speaking lie, and some Brahman may be yawning or dozing during meditation or murli. And these are all the habits that we have to change. Old nature, because before Gyan, we were Shudra. So some of us were short-tempered. Now we have to become tolerant and calm, sensitive, got upset with little things. Now we have to be sensible. Bossy, we have to be humble. Critical of others, now we have to appreciate everybody's good sanskar. Some people had superiority complex, ego, sarcastic. Some people had body conscious sanskar, so nervous and extrovert, wasting time, money, energy on body, worrying a lot, laughing, joking, trying to impress others with modern dress, makeup, acting, manipulative, gossiping, sanskar of subtle lust, getting impressed, attracted, desires, familiarity, love for name and form. So rather than remembering Baba, they will be remembering either husband or children and all the time praising them. Attachment, dependency, minus, possessiveness, favoritism, etc. Greed. We had desires, name, fame, position, wanting more. Greedy people are miser, selfish. If they have nice food, they will eat double, accumulate things. Subtle form of anger, irritation, getting upset, argumentative, forceful, frustrated. So it is because of lack of tolerance or unfulfilled expectation that people get angry, and sometimes is passive aggression. Whatever you want to do, do. I don't want, I don't care. I'm not going to help. Carelessness, disorganized, making excuse, taking things for granted that, okay, so and so can do it. then they will forget. They are extravagant, waste their thoughts, words, actions, time, money, energy. Laziness, lack of enthusiasm. Complacent, comfort lovers. They are tired, irresponsible. Jealousy, they compare themselves with others and feel insecure. Lack of self-esteem and competitive. And finally, hatred, animosity. They spread intrigues. If somebody is praising, they will not like. And if somebody is getting higher, they try to pull them down. In Philippines, they call it crab mentality. And they take the law in their own hands, start hitting and beating and violent and taking revenge. So these were old sanskars that we had. Now, through yoga power, we have to change them. Keep on checking ourselves. What is my weakness? And with yoga power, receive opposite power from Baba. For example, attachment. If I'm attached to someone, I should have relationship with Baba on that quality, on that relation. If you are attached to friend, make Baba friend. If you are attached to your partner, make Baba your partner. If you are attached to your children, make Baba your children. If you are greedy, then try to see that how lucky you are. Baba is making us healthy, wealthy, happy, prosperous. Here you can have car, where Mercedes car, BMW car, but in golden age, you will have aeroplane at your door. So anger, we have to change it to tolerance. Through tolerance, be calm and serene. We have to be careful because this is the time that we can earn our fortune. We have to be enthusiastic to do Baba's service. So more we bring newness in our Gyan, churning, yoga, experience, dharana, seva, we will be having enthusiasm. Jealousy we have to change by having self-esteem. So take one point at a time and have that self-esteem. Hatred, change it into good wishes. Spiritual love. Once we have spiritual love, we will be having good wishes and pure feeling for everybody. So these are the sanskars and habits that we have to change. Now the question asked are, what kind of effort do we need to pay attention on 3 levels: thoughts, words, actions, to deal with old nature, habits, and sanskars. So to change ourselves, we have to awareness that I have died from Shudra life, Lokik life. Now I am a Brahman. So my thinking, habits of bhakti and Shudra life can't be there. So I had to remove them with yoga power. What kind of old habit, nature, sanskar erupts suddenly? What should we immediately do it at that particular moment? When there is sudden eruption, I have to have power to stop it. Nowadays, Baba says, have powerful break to stop it. Over a long time, I should practice, I am Master Almighty Authority. So increase my self-respect by thinking I am Master Almighty Authority. How not to feel guilty when dealing with these old sanskars, nature and habit, for old BKs who are in Gyan for so many years. In order not to feel guilty, my efforts should be consistent. I should not be slack. If I'm making effort, I know one day I'll be victorious. Victory is my birthright. So I should have faith. I'll change and keep on making consistent effort. We know that sometimes we feel the various types of pressures in dealing this old nature, habits, and sanskars, such as pressure of time to reach perfection, pressure of Lokik job, Lokik family, pressure of service. How do we not feel any of these pressures while at the same time we are making good spiritual progress? In Kali Yuga, there is always pressure, demanding family, job, Baba's seva, and sometimes we expect ourselves too much from ourselves and too fast. We want to change very soon, but transformation takes time. So we have to be knowledgeful and patient with ourselves. And as Baba says, change mind into your. Everything is Baba's. Because otherwise responsibility makes us heavy. So we should say, Baba. Baba is Karavanhar. I am instrument, Karanhar. So Baba will get it done. I make effort, but I must have that faith that Baba will help me to do it. I should have courage and Baba will help. How does the following help one or be cooperative in helping another BK or deal with the old nature and sanskaras? Fellow BKs helping another BKs and center helping other BKs. Fellow Brahmins and center Vasis can help someone who is little bit frustrated or stressed or guilty by telling them to take the things easy and giving sakas, share experience, how they conquered their old sanskars. Because good wishes and pure feelings and blessings from others will help us. What are the main reasons someone is still dealing with this old nature and sanskars till now? Main reason why they are still dealing with the old sanskars is it can be lack of determination. Looking at weak souls, oh, everybody is getting angry. Those who are old, they are also getting angry. I am new. So Baba says, don't look at the weak souls, look at the father, Mama, Baba. So there should not be carelessness, because some people are careless and they don't pay attention to Baba's Srimad. Please suggest some methods how to feel pressure, but instead to experience pleasure in dealing with this old nature and sanskar. Not to feel pressure, but have a pleasure in dealing with old sanskars. Have a balance of Lokik and Alokik life. Regular Amrit Vela and Murli. Faith in Baba, who says, follow Srimad and victory will be yours. Victory is your birthright. If I keep on making effort, I will be definitely able to transform myself. Very often we heard about transformation of old nature sanskar through relationship with Baba. Can you explain on this aspect? How relationship with Bap Dada is important? Or is it that a particular relationship with Baba will transform a particular old sanskar? For transformation, remembrance is essential. Remembrance, concentration is easy if I love Baba. Loving Baba and being detached from Lokiks. No need to have special relationship for special transformation. But if one is attracted to any particular relative, that relationship means if you are attached to your mother, make Baba your mother. If you are attached to your partner, make Baba your partner. So that way, relationship can help us to transform ourselves. On one hand, we need to face these old sanskars. On other hand, we need to imbibe divine sanskar. Given that very short time that remains, what intense effort we need to make. The intense effort is to renounce old and imbibe new divine sanskars. First is checking ourselves all the time and noting down our chart. Soul consciousness is really the basis of transformation. Bap Dada's remembrance, Amrit Vela, before Murli, tried to have 8 hours yoga because we are constant yogi, karma yogi, raj yogi. Remember those titles and keep on remembering Baba. So in order to transform, as I was mentioning, greed, I have to transform to contentment. That I got imperishable treasures from Baba. Worldly treasures are going to finish, or they are going to become old and will not have so much value. So having that awareness, what Baba is giving me, I'll be content and not desire for any material thing, food, dress, desire to go here and there, desire to eat something special, etc. Anger we have to change to calmness, serenity. By being tolerant and loving. Stress we have to change to relaxation. Waste we have to change to powerful. Hatred we have to change to good wishes and pure feelings. Lust we have to transform to spiritual love. Ego we have to transform to humility. Carelessness to careful. Laziness to enthusiasm. Animosity to friendship. Body consciousness to soul consciousness. Attachment to pure love and detachment. So we have to have yoga power and at Amrit Vela try to receive the opposite power. Last question is, what do Didi feel the greatest challenge for all BKs in this year 2022 in their spiritual effort for last 2 years? The greatest challenge has been COVID-19, which has restricted the movement of Brahmins. So classes they are not able to attend personally, but by Zoom only. So we find that some of the people who don't have this facility of Zoom or internet, they may not get sustenance. There has been always uncertainty. When will the border open? Anxiety, fear, insecurity, because many people have lost job. Their income is not there because some of the laborers, they were getting daily wages that was helping them to look after themselves and family. But now the jobs are not there. So poor people are worried and feeling insecure. And so we find that it's continuing, and we can see natural calamities, so many places, floodings, snowstorm, and volcano. And we never know whether the Third World War will start, because Russia is on one side, America and NATO days are on other side. So there are chances the World War may start. So that's why Baba has been telling us, be ever ready. Okay, Leela, now
Om
any
Shanti.
questions you have?
Yes. Thank you, Didi, for the clarity and inspiration from your class. There are some questions that have been sent in the chat box, and here is one. How can we change our subtle body conscious perception of understanding Gyan? Because even though Baba talks about soul consciousness, we still have that body consciousness that we're not able to deal with our old sanskaras and old nature. In relation to that, Didi, some old sanskaras come from deep bhakti, either the bhakti of religion, the bhakti of culture that influence us up to this time. So are there spiritual yuktis to overcome these subtle forms of the roots of old sanskars that come from body consciousness, of bhakti, of culture, religion?
Main thing is, first step for transformation is realization. Somebody should realize that that is wrong with me, or this is not according to Gyan. Once there is realization, then it needs determination and yoga power to change myself. Because unless there is determination, sometimes people give excuse, oh, I got angry because of so and so was like that, or because circumstances are like that. So people are very good lawyer for themselves. They are not good judge for themselves. So Baba says you have to be good judge for yourself, not for others. And lawyer, don't be lawyer, giving excuses.
So self-realization is key. Thank you, Didi. Another question is, some old sanskars disappear for a while, but they surface after some time when you thought it is gone. So how can we be sure that an old sanskar is completely wiped off? In relation to that, Didi, can you also connect that to some old sanskars that are psychological in nature, isn't it? So when do we seek professional help because they're deeply psychological, and when can we help ourselves spiritually, especially with this old sanskars that are not easily wiped off?
I think first step should be spiritual solution. I should get advice from senior as to what to do to change my sanskar. But after Dhyana and yoga for so many years, if someone is not able to help oneself, then they will need to take the help from psychologist.
Thank you, Didi. The next question is, Didi G, when I think of my weaknesses, I hate myself. So how do I overcome this? You know, it's part of guilt, no? Hating, disliking myself, disappointed with myself. So what do I do with that feeling?
What I have to do is never allow guilty feeling or frustration or hating myself, because this will delay my transformation. I have to love myself because Baba loves me. Baba loves each and every child. So I should have that awareness that Baba is loving me. I have to love myself. And Baba is giving me guarantee that he will change me. Provided I follow Srimad, he gives me guarantee that he will change me from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan. So I should have at least faith in Baba, if not in myself. Because sometimes we lose faith in ourselves, but we should not lose faith in Baba. Baba gives guarantee that I will transform you.
Yes, so faith is very important. And Didi, when my old sanskaras are taking long to be transformed, like, you know, repeatedly deceiving me, can good company of BKs, strong BKs, help? And in relation to that, how not to develop dependency on other BKs?
Always good company is very essential. And that's why Baba says, attend Murli, Satsang, the company of truth and remembrance. And always keep Baba between you and your friend company.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep in between Baba, then you will not feel attached to any human being, because those human beings are also helped by Baba. So that's what we have to see, that Baba has made this soul virtuous. So Baba should be always there and not be impressed by human being or get attached to them.
Putting Baba in between ensures that there'll be no attachment and dependency, but the company of BK's spiritual company is definitely very important. Another question, Didi, in relation to the, sometimes when you take a medicine, the sickness erupts. So somebody said here, I'm not an emotional person and I will never get angry easily, but suddenly in a certain situation, my emotion becomes so strong I cannot control. And it's the first time it happened. So, some sicknesses erupt sometimes unexpectedly. So what is your advice, Didi, in this situation? Can you also say that the sickness is a signal that you're on your way to healing, just like when you take a medicine, some sickness erupts?
So, yes, medicine will help to erupt some sickness and ultimately it will go away. So, if you have faith in medicine and doctor, you will not be stressed or tense or negative. So, allow that sickness to erupt and it will take leave ultimately.
Thank you, Didi, for...
Because emotions also, I think it's good to let out emotions, because doctors say, suppose you are angry and you suppress that anger, then naturally you will become sick. So certain emotions, if you suppress them, you are definitely going to become sick. So let it come out. It's all right. It's all right to cry. And I tell people, go in Baba's room and share whatever you feel with Baba. If you are feeling like crying, cry. If you feel depressed, just take happiness from Baba. So take opposite quality from Baba. Sit in Baba's room. Don't talk to your friends and share your problem, because friends can't help you so much as Baba can help.
Baba says, don't cry. So sometimes we feel guilty, isn't it? If we cry because we're depressed or there is guilt. So how do we deal with that?
Baba says, keep some nice songs and play those songs. The songs of intoxication, songs of happiness, because we have got now hundreds of songs. So play them. Especially Baba says you should keep some special songs with you and play them when you are upset.
Yes, so that's a very good yukti. And what I'm also getting from you is, if the energy of sadness is already there, you can't hold it back. Just pour out, no? Just pour out that energy to Baba. But Baba's advice is not to cry as a way of protecting us from sadness, but if it is there, release it to Baba. You were mentioning, Didi, about desires, like the not overcoming desires, like physical desires are clear and gross desires. But what if our desires are subtle, like acceptance of the desire for acceptance of the Brahmin family, of the seniors, or desire to do seva because it also gives me some sense of worth. So how do I deal with those subtle forms of body conscious desires, even in seva?
Seva you do, service you do, but don't have expectation that people praise you. That desire should not be there. Name, fame, position, etc. So keep yourself busy. Nowadays, Baba saying, keep yourself busy, churning yarn, remembering Baba, doing service. Then Maya will not have time to attack on you if you are busy. So keep yourself busy, no doubt.
In
And
relation
don't
to
wait for somebody to give you service. You create service.
Mhm. Mhm.
So sometimes we depend on instrument that they should give me service. No, you go ahead. Baba says there are so many places, go there, temples and crematorium, and do service of people.
In relation to this, Didi, there's a question. Didi G, if we love Baba, we love Baba's service. But when time goes, we love service, but we forget Baba what to do for this. Meaning we're loving service, but we're loving really not for the spiritual intentions, and we forget Baba while doing seva. So how do we deal with that? Need for, like need for just sense of accomplishment or sense of recognition. And we forget the love for Baba.
I think main thing what we have to do is have balance of remembrance and service. You start every job by Baba's remembrance, and that will help you to be really very active. So punish yourself if you forget Baba. Baba was telling today in Bhakti, he used to pinch himself or hit himself. So punish yourself, you forget, when you forget.
Mhm. Yes. There's a question here, Didi. Punish yourself not in the form of guilt, no, but punish yourself as a reminder, right, to that you need to pay attention or to make effort. The next question, Didi, has to do with souls getting older and they take medicine, this physical medicine. This affects in their meditation, and it sometimes makes them drowsy and doze off. So how do we manage medicines that have that effect?
Naturally, if the medicine is such that you are able to sleep more and not wake up for Amrit Vela, or Amrit Vela is drowsy, you can't help it because medicine has to be taken, but you can compensate with more meditation during daytime. If you are not able to wake up at Amrit Vela or drowsy.
Another question is related to just what you said.
I think this should be last question.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the last question? There's just more questions, and I was told we could extend until 2 unless you're not available anymore, Didi.
I have 11 o'clock meeting.
Okay. All right.
So this should be last question.
So should this be the last?
And And Trish has to do some announcement. Trish is there or not?
All right. So the question, all right. As Didi shares, considering Baba as husband-child to conquer attachment, how does transformation take place through this practice? How can I know that I have transformed my attachment?
If you have conquered your attachment, you will feel light and not drawn to any person or any material thing. And you will be content and happy. Because if there is attachment, then until you receive that thing or you are with that person, you are fine. But as soon as there is separation, there is sorrow. So we have to see that we keep always happy. That we keep always happy. Trish, you want to do
Okay.
the announcement?
Yes,
Yes,
I
so
can.
over to
Can
you,
you
Trish.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Trish.
Lovely. So thank you so much, Didi. I'm sorry. Sorry. I just wanted to. So Didi, I start now the announcement.
Yeah.
So I wanted to let you all know that Didi, with a lot of blessings, has arranged a course for us with Dr. Sarah. And we've sent out several announcements, and it's on self-compassion, and it will start next Saturday, the 12th, and then the 13th, and then the following Saturday. So it's lovely if you can register for that, if you've got time. And it's a very beautiful and powerful course that most of Europe have been offered over the past year, and now Didi's giving her blessings for it to come over to Asia. So if you have got time, it is lovely if you register for that. It's a very beautiful process that's very supportive with a lot of the things that Didi's been sharing today. So you can register through the center online. Thank you so much.
3 to 5 Malaysian time, no?
Exactly, 3 to 5 Malaysian time, Saturday.
Once a day.
Once a day.
Saturday, Sunday, and next weekend.
Yes, the 19th and 20th. So the 12th, the 13th, and then the 19th and 20th.
And public is allowed to do. All Brahman
No,
are allowed.
yeah,
All Brahman
yes.
are allowed.
Yes, it's really, exactly, Didi, it's really for the Brahmin family. Yes. Anyone that's studying regularly, the morning class is very, very welcome. And thank you.
So we'll have 2 minutes meditation and finish. Leela, you want to say anything?
Thank you very much, Didi, for giving us so much enlightenment on dealing with our old nature, habits, and sanskaras. And we are on that spiritual journey. Thank you.
खुद से अनजान थे, आत्मज्ञान पाके हुए दूर देह भान से। ज्ञान तो बहुत था पर खुद से अनजान थे, आत्मज्ञान पाके हुए दूर देह भान से। सद्गुणों से कर दिया है श्रृंगार मेरा, सद्गुण